Welcome to the section E of the operations module. This module relates to division. So the rules for division when it comes to negatives and positives is the same as multiplication. And once again, the easy way to remember it is to know that odd number of negatives answers negative, and even number of negatives the answer is positive. So let's work our way through a few examples. Okay, so with fractions, just like beforehand, convert any mix to improper. But the difference here is that when you have a division sign, the best way to deal with it is to change it into a multiplication sign by inverting the fraction after the division sign and replacing the division sign with the multiplication sign, and then do it as multiplication. So here's a few examples on showing how this process works. So the first thing to do is to change that division into multiplication by inverting the number or the fraction after the division sign, and then do it like multiplication. Okay, the next one. Okay, so let's change the division into multiplication by inverting. So it comes as 7 over 5. Now we do what we did in multiplication. We can cancel where we can. So there, 7 goes into 14 twice. Write it out again. And see, if you notice, we can cancel here. So the 2 goes into 2. Okay, nothing else cancels. So our answer will be a fifth. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, let's look at this next one here. 2 negatives, the answer is going to be positive. Remember, now invert the fraction after the division sign. So it comes 5 over 4. Now cancel where you can. So the 5 goes into 5. The 11 going to 22. Write it out again. Have a look at it again and see whether anything else can cancel. Yes, the 2 can go into 4. I always get in the habit of writing it out again. Allows you to check it. Okay, nothing else cancels. There's our answer. Okay, here's a few activities for you to do. Okay, division involving decimals. Now, when you're doing these problems, the easiest way to do it is to make the divisor, the number after the division sign, into a whole number. We do that because that puts our decimal place in the right position when we do our short division or long division. So how we do this is through an example here. So what I do is I write it as a fraction or fraction-like, and then what I do is I write it as an equivalent fraction. What I've got to multiply the 0.4 by to make it into a fraction. So I multiply top and bottom by 10. So I end up getting 12 over 4. So here's a slightly harder example of this. So write it like a fraction. And see, if you look at the number on the bottom, to make that into a whole number, you need to multiply top and bottom by 1,000, because you're moving the decimal place 3 places. So multiplying by multiples of 10 is the easiest way to do it. So that's the first thing you need to do when you're doing multiplication and division. So here's a few examples now of going through the whole process. So write it like a fraction. Okay, so you need to multiply top and bottom by 100 to make that into a whole number on the bottom. And then use your short division that we learnt earlier to do the division. So 7 into 1 doesn't go, carry the 1, 7 into 14 goes 20, so our answer is 20. So that one's not too bad. So let's look at the next one here. So once again, multiply top and bottom by 10. So the whole idea is just to make the divisor into a whole number. That's the easiest way to do it. 2 into 3 goes once, carry the 1. 2 into 18 goes 9, no remainder. So our answer is 1.9. Here's an activity for you to do. Remember, there's plenty more questions in the back of the book.